In this episode of the EntreFit podcast, I want to share with you the one thing I do every day that helps my mindset with my business. Do you want to create, market, or scale your online fitness business? My name's Garner, and here we give real fit pros the tips, tools, and strategies they need to succeed online. Welcome to the EntreFit podcast. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the EntreFit podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you're new, man, I hope this episode adds tons of value and you consider subscribing. If you just love it and it's awesome, I would appreciate if you'd share it with your fellow Fit Pro friends so we can help more real fitness professionals to create, market, and scale their online fitness business. With our podcast, guys, we try to keep all the episodes 30 minutes or less and just give you quick, actionable items, things that you can do to help yourself with either personal development, mindset, actionable marketing things that you can do, client fulfillment, just all the things that you'll need to truly be successful and to build a solid online fitness business. So what I wanted today do is just share with you something quickly that I do every single day, and I've been doing it for right about a year now, so it's getting more exciting. You'll see why in just a second. But I am very much a creature of routine and habit. I do the exact same thing every single day, pretty much 7 days a week. It's robotic for some, but for me, that discipline is what I need in order to stay focused and to get everything done that I need to do. One thing that I was always encouraged to do, but I never did, was to write or to have some type of daily journal, gratitude guide or something like that. I was always encouraged to do that, but honestly, I had bought several journals and I would just do it for a couple days and then fall off, and I never was able to commit to it and stick with it. I hear mentors and coaches of mine just brag about like, oh yeah, I'm spending the first part of my day journaling and writing, and they're always bragging about it, but I could never get into it until this. So what I want to do is share with you this, and I'm going to put the links to this down below, guys, but this is actually a journal that I heard about a long time ago, finally purchased it and love it, and I'm going to tell you why. It's the 5-Year Journal by Levinger, and I'm going to put the link down in the description below. It's Levinger, Levenger, their 5-Year Journal. It comes in a couple of different colors, and this is why I like about it. It's 5 years, and each day is only 5 lines. So there's not this huge page of stuff that you're going to fill out. It really makes you consolidate your thoughts and it's like almost like a tweet, if you will, of your day. I love this. I heard about this originally from Craig Rochelle and his leadership podcast, and I thought it was really cool. Finally, one day, looked it up about a year ago and picked it up. This is why I love this. One is it's really, really short, so I don't have to like for me, I always felt pressure on some of these other journals, like sit there and have to like write this huge paragraph of like sharing my feelings and all these big inspirational quotes and stuff like that. This is cool because it just makes me be concise and not feel pressure to have to write all of this stuff. But the thing that I love most, because I'm starting to experience this, because it's been right at about 1 year whenever I've done it, is the day, how it's lined up is each day of the year has its own space for 5 years. So now as I'm getting ready to transition into the year mark, the day that I'm able to see the things that I was writing about, thinking about for me, praying about, and look back to see how much everything has changed. And I was just sharing this with my wife. It's really cool and exciting because some of the things that I was working through, thinking about, praying about, they seemed honestly like little things now, but now it's actually happening and all those things. So it's really, really cool because I know a lot of times whenever you are an entrepreneur, and most of us here are, solopreneurs and, don't have a large staff or anything, it can kind of sometimes feel lonely because you're in the trenches and you're dealing with that day-to-day grind. And like I've shared this quote with you before, sometimes you can't see the forest with all the trees in your face and you're dealing with all those trees and all those obstacles. So sometimes it's difficult to really step back and appreciate everything that you've built, everything that you've created, or more importantly, everything that you've worked through and persevered through. And so what's really cool about this is as you do it, it just gets better because you're able to look at year after year of the things that you've worked with, worked through, and grown through in your business. Because I hope you guys understand entrepreneurship is it's not a sprint. This is an endurance game. And when you don't quit, you win. So by having it look in 5-year blocks of time, the other thing that it does and it gives for me is perspective. Like, man, I've only been doing this for a year in this journal, and the things that I was, praying about, working through, and dealing with just a year ago now seem like little insignificant things just because of how quickly things have gone. But if you just sit there and you just look at the day to day, it seems sometimes like it's going so slow. It's dragging on. But that's the thing that I love about this is you're able to actually kind of step back and see the big picture of your life and of your entrepreneur journey. So me personally, what I use this for is this is part of my daily morning routine. I've only missed a couple of days, and whenever I do miss, I go in there and I write missed and then kind of a highlight of what happened that day. What I use this for, and this is just personally what's awesome about it for me, is it's only 5 lines. So like I said, you got to be really short with it. I list any things that I'm praying about, like things that I'm asking God for, things that I've been studying, something that I've learned, some type of like significant event that happened in my life, whether it be like something with a family or personal or something or business. And just keep track of all of those things that I'm thinking about, things that I'm considering, business decisions I'm considering, because now as I'm able to go back through and look at it, I'm like, oh, wow, like I was talking about doing this, last year and now it's happening, or wow, that's all I had some goals that now looking back kind of seem kind of small, just because I guess there wasn't enough self-belief or something in myself. But it's really, really cool to be able to see how that thing progresses. So I now am a believer of daily journals, daily gratitude guides and stuff, because I have found what works for me. I'm not like some people out there are writers, man, really deep thinkers. I'm not great at that. I love talking. I love getting on camera and stuff like that, but just sitting there and writing, not a strong suit, and honestly drives me crazy. But this has made it awesome for me. I love this. I love flipping through. I not only now look through it at a year increment and look what I was doing the previous year, but every month on the first day of the month, I actually go back and look at everything I was dealing with and everything just over the month. And just kind of the first day of the month for me is always a time of self-reflection, looking back on everything that was done so I can really get lined out and focused for taking the day forward. So this is a small part of my overall daily routine. And on a future episode, I'm going to share the whole thing step by step what I do, because my wife was laughing at me today. She's like, I even hear the bottle warmer go off almost to the minute every day at the exact same time, because I've got my schedule in the morning is like super regimented. But I have personally found that discipline, that consistency, and that focus is what led me to the success that I'm having in other areas of my life right now. So I very much believe all these things carry on. So this is my new thing. Guys, I would encourage you to do. I don't like sharing things until I've actually done it, tested it, and proven it. This is something I've been doing for about a year, and I can tell you it is incredible and I highly recommend it. It's the 5-Year Journal by Levinger. Check it out. I promise you, if you stick with this, it will add value to your life. It'll give you so much more to reflect on, be thankful for, and just really be able to view everything as a bigger picture and not just the moment you're in. So hope this adds value to you guys. Thank you always so much for listening. Like I said, please share this with your fellow Fit Pro friends if they are looking to create, market, or scale their online fitness business, or check us out at EntreFitCoaching.com. If you would love the opportunity to speak with me, we'll book a blueprint strategy call. It's free. We'll dive into your business, see a little bit about what you're doing now, hear where you're wanting to take it, and then we'll show you the framework that you need to do it and see if our coaching program is the right fit for you guys. Thank you as always for listening, and have an awesome day.